Spiffanometry Entertainment Enclave, uh, the Diversion Diplomat's Office, the the Fun Fraternity. Anyway, we're here again with another episode in the Brave Lands, the hardcore world, still alive and kicking. And today, we could do the Nether, but I think instead, I'm just gonna build. I woke up today and I just felt like building. I got like a cool idea, pulled up some references, and yeah, I think might be even a shorter episode. I know I said that last time and it was like about the same length as everything else. But yeah, one thing I mentioned in the last episode that a couple people commented about as well was that I needed a bridge and a staircase, and just generally this whole area feels very disconnected. So I think I'm just going to do that. I'm going to build a little gatehouse, a little switchback, a bridge, just generally like make it a bit easier to get from the home base to here. Because I like having roads, I like having bridges, and do some infrastructure. And I'm going to do that with a particular architectural style that I like a lot, which is wattle and daub. And you see it a lot in medieval art and illustrations. It's that white material with the crossbeams. And I see it a lot in Minecraft builds, but on a very large scale. So my goal for this build, I haven't planned it out in creative like I did with this one. It's just going to be off the dome, but I'm going to try and make it as small scale as I can while still looking like a wattle and daub construction. But to start off, I think we need to get some materials. I got an inventory full of junk, so just going to clean that out. Alright, I've just been here at the farming area. Gotta make this a bit nicer as well, but that's a job for future me. Just wanted to check in and say, hey, I've added a carrot farm. We got lots of carrots now, and this one is now strictly just a wheat farm. Also been making sure we've got lots of acacia wood on hand. Made one of these and replanted a bunch of trees over here. I'm probably going to mine jungle and spruce as well, and just get a bunch of wood for this project. But yeah, a little bit of an upgrade for the farm. I didn't want to go all the way back over there and get my diamond hoe, so we're rocking with the stone hoe. But it does the job. Good thing about it is the only difference in material is just durability, and I didn't need to do that much hoeing. So yeah, gonna cut back with something a little more adventurous. Probably gonna go to a lush cave and mine some clay. Just get like a big old inventory full. But first, more tree chopping. This efficiency 4 diamond axe is doing the job. Alright, so here we are in a lush cave. I'm here to get some clay. That's pretty much it. I mean, maybe I'll pick up some diorite too, if I can find any. But yeah, pretty much just here to get clay. Went to the one that we went to in like episode 1, and yeah, I'm just gonna mine away. Probably turn it into blocks to conserve inventory space, and I just want to get like a full inventory full of it. I don't really want to like rush villages because they're kind of OP, and I kind of like just like the grind. But I think I will eventually get like mason villages just because they're like just like so much more convenient than going and doing this. Alright, so we're back at the base, and check this out. We have a lot of clay and some of this rooted dirt, which I find to be a very versatile block. You can use it in roads and paths, and just non-renewable, non-craftable. So it's something that I just like to pick up when I can. But yeah, that's the haul from the Lush Cave expedition, and we're ready to start smelting some of this down. I might even smelt some of these clay blocks to get some terracotta, because I think it's a nice texture and it goes well with the rest of the build. But yeah, let's probably go down into the mine shaft next. I want to get some granite while this is all smelting up. Here we are after some light mining. May have filled my inventory with lots of different stone types. This is going to be for tile roofing. This is going to be for the wattle and daub texturing. I just figured it might be nice to have about a stack of andesite and a bunch of stone, because I think the first thing we're going to do is probably a bit of terraforming. So I'm just going to finish off getting that stack. And then I think we'll head back up to the base and put these away. We might have to add some more chests, because I've been gathering a lot of materials. Also got a bit more coal, because you never know. Coal's one of those things that I always run out of. But now that we've got the fortune pick, it's a little easier. Still probably gotta light up this island as well. But it's nice to have a bridge. The guy who built that should go and do something over here. That'd be a good idea. We should find that guy and tell him. We should find that guy and kill him. No, we don't do that. Cut that. Editor, cut that. Bleep that. Oh. That's infuriating, but at least it didn't get the house. Should probably be a bit more wary of that, considering I think with no blast protection, even in full diamond, you can still get one shot by a creeper if it's close enough. So yeah, I'll fix that later. Terraforming, we're doing terraforming. Editor, cut this. Editing me. Cut this. They didn't see that. They didn't see it. Here we are with the somewhat finished. I think I'll probably go through and add stairs and slabs, but the kind of the base of what we're working with here, of the first tier of our terraforming. I've also done it on this side, although it's a little bit less polished. There's no texturing done on this side, similar to over here. But we've got a pretty good start. What I really want to be able to do here is to have a bridge that goes across these two. And then I want to put a gatehouse up here on this second level. But to even do that, I need to make a second level. So I'm going to start by building this bridge. And then maybe a little switchback that goes up. as a kind of a roadway. But yeah, I'll probably grab some more materials as well, because we're running out of stone. I had to even pause in the middle of that time lapse to go and mine some more. So let's see how much we've got. Yeah, that's not going to be enough. So step one, back into the mines. It might even be worth building like a cobblestone, like one of those automatic cobblestone generators that uses TNT duping. And yeah, I'm gonna use dupers in this. This is hardcore. We clown. We clown in this world type. Take your sensitive ass back to survival gameplay. But yeah, I'm gonna use the auto farms where I can, just because I like doing like large scale builds, and having lots of resources is always helpful for that. But yeah, maybe not right now. I think that might be something for next episode. I think to start off, we're just gonna go back to the mine shaft. All right. So yeah, I'll do a bit more grinding, and get back with some more materials, and we'll time lapse away the next section of the cliff. Maybe even do a bridge. Okay, guys, look at this. We've absolutely decimated the cave. The mining is not even a cave. Well, it's a cave now, but this is just sort of like the side bit. I went off to like mine granite in the strip mine, and we've got a bit more stone now, and some coal. So this should be good for the rest of the terraforming at the very least. I will have to come down here again later on in the episode to mine some calcite from one of the geodes that's kind of down this way. But I think, first of all, with the full inventory, I should probably get rid of this door. I'm not going to be doing any underwater stuff. There's even more as well that like goes off to the side, because I found some like veins of coal and stuff and just like kept digging. But yeah, no, we've got a lot of materials. I'll do the bridge first, just because yeah, I haven't really done one in a bit, and I could even sort of walk through my process. I don't know if anyone cares about that. They just want to see the finished product. I'll do it in the form of like a montage rather than a time lapse. Let me know in the comments if that's like something you want to see more of, because I like making the pretty time lapses, but I've seen people do the kind of slower sort of piece by piece constructions. So we'll give that one a go for this bridge build. I'm not going to go with anything too crazy, because I plan on making this. Oh my goodness! I plan on making this area a little sort of like hamlet village, more very simple cottagey houses like this on this island. So I'm not going to make the bridge anything too fancy. Here we are again with some materials. I'm going to make a bridge across this little ravine here. It's going to be fairly simple. I'm just going to go for a single arched construction. Here we got 21 blocks. So we can do a central block by going on to... Yeah, this should be the exact middle. And we're going to have a edge trim of these. From here we're going to build 3 blocks down. And let's have a look at that shape. Do something like that. No, I think I liked the original. Yeah, I think I like that. I think I like it the most. Definitely not the kind of bridge that ships could get through, but I think that's okay. I don't think I'll be doing anything like harbor adjacent around here. That stuff will be on the other side with the mining and farming districts. So we're back at the bridge build site now, and I'm going to finish the other half of this arch. I think it's a good enough curve. Not completely happy with it, but for the thing that I want to do next, I'm going to need to have it like this. I need to leave enough space up here for a cool sort of pattern that I want to try out. So we're just going to finish filling out this area here. Or something like that. It's time to fill it in. I'm going to use this a mixture of stone bricks and cobblestone. So how does that look? Pretty good. I'm a fan of this kind of design that we've got going on. I'd add some little structural elements. But yeah, this next part is we're going to add some deep slate elements, add a little bit of contrast. So I'm going to go to the middle, and I think we're not going to do it in the very middle. I'm going to kind of go around, and should we do every other block? Or let's see what it looks like with every other block. Good. I think. Might even add some extra, so have it go down by 1. Yeah, that's good. And then we just copy that over to the other side. I think I might get rid of this grass block. But honestly, not too bad. I quite like it. Perfect. Here we have it, the switchback road. Not textured yet. This terraforming could be a little nicer, but we're able to kind of go up, walk through here, and this is where we're going to put the build for today. And it's going to be a gatehouse to kind of connect this area together. You might have already seen me do some like planning over here. We're just going to continue this kind of walled section, but yeah, we're going to make it more of a house design, if that makes any sense. But before we do that, like I said before, we need to go mine some calcite. Alright, that should be enough calcite. Make sure we didn't miss any. Okay, here we are once again with some more progress updates on the build. As you can see, we've got some terraformed cliff and a bit of a gatehouse built. And it's not detailed yet. Still got to add a bunch of things. Is that an Enderman? I should probably get some Ender pearls, hey? There we go. Perfect. Just one pearl. Still, I need to be doing that a little bit. No. Hi. Did not mean to accidentally look at him there. I want you to hit me. Hit me. I got looting too. No pearls. Damn. What I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted, was that this crossbeam design with the white walls is called Wattle and Daub, and if I've edited this video correctly, I would have already talked about this in the intro, but it's a building technique that's actually been used by humans for thousands and thousands of years, since the Neolithic period, which is pretty crazy, and I had no idea. There's evidence of it in ancient Egypt. It's a very cool method of construction, which no doubt you will have seen in fantasy and medieval, but films and other pieces of media. But it's actually, yeah, it goes way further than that. Yeah, I was surprised to hear. Apparently, the wattle is the wooden struts, beams, planks that are then glued in place with the daub or the daub, not quite sure how it's actually pronounced, which is a sort of white paste made from glue, and it was kind of replaced by brick and mortar construction later on. So it's a little anachronistic almost to have bricks in the same build style with wattle and daub, although maybe the fact that it was lighter lent it more to be, because you see these in all the references I look at, they have these like first floors made of bricks, and then the second story is always wattle and daub. So maybe it's to help with constructing more vertical structures, which could make a bit of sense. But yeah, we're not quite done yet. Need to pop another roof on this thing, detail it all up a little bit more. A lot of detailing left to go. I mean, this is a pretty big build, but I think it looks very good, especially with the jail back there. I mean, let's see what it looks like from the mine shaft. I've done a little bit of moss mining on the top of this hill here. I've just been slowly shaving bits away at it. yeah, so we can see, uh, no, yeah, we can see these little, various other structures in the back, the darker roofs and our nether portal. Yeah, I like it. I think it's looking pretty good. Uh, I've gone for a very novel roof texture. It's a little bit wild. It's kind of what we did in episode 1 with this house, but on a much larger scale. I need to properly blend it, because at the moment it's very streaky, especially on the back. But yeah, I've been going with the brick texture, the brick and granite for like the darker, more shaded areas, and then the really vibrant, bright orange and jungle for the lighter areas. And I've done this for a couple of reasons. I'm not super sure about the orange. I think it maybe is kind of too much, but I certainly I don't know. I wouldn't replace it with oak, which would be the other option, which would just be like slightly brighter than the jungle. I kind of like the orange because it does have that warm tone. If you have any ideas for what I should do with this build, because I haven't even put anything in there. I think I need like a sugarcane farm, so I might do that. Maybe this section here could be like a little cactus farm. But yeah, I don't know what to. I mean, I could put villages in here. I just have no ideas at the moment for like what this could be. So if you have any ideas, sound out in the comments below. Let me know. Because it's a pretty big build, and I could probably fit some auto farms, something in there. And here we have it, the finished build. It's come out pretty well. I know it's rather gauche at the moment to use this technique of just having an extra layer of fences and fence gates. I think what a lot of builders are doing is they are using flat texturing and just like shading using different block choices rather than using depth. But I've always been, I mean, I come from that like old school kind of format of building that's all about depth, because for a long time that was, you know, kind of all you could do with your builds was add a little bit of depth here and there. And yeah, these days we have so many more blocks in the game that it's kind of you kind of don't need to do this kind of this sort of almost greebled build style anymore. You can do stuff like this to indicate shadow. But I still like it. I suppose it's just sort of my build style as well. But yeah, we went with it, and I think it does look pretty good. It looks good up close, but I personally like my builds to be like I need them to look good while I'm using them, while I'm like walking around them in, player perspective, basically. Like, I don't care so much about like angles and like what the skyline looks like, even though that's kind of like the meta at the moment, if you'll forgive my use of the term. But I really like walking around and seeing, the build kind of tower over you, and like seeing these little like details of depth within the build that make it, feel real up close, rather than, look a certain way from a distance. But that's just personal preference, and no shade to anyone who prefers the other style. I think I'm gonna do some actual proper terraforming later on. Not sure when, but I will do some actual proper terraforming, because I want to add more of these spikes around the place. Like, I think they turned out really well, and just like having these be like a feature of this area, they kind of like jut out, and I want them to kind of give this kind of a lore reason as to why it's so fortified, is because this land is kind of a dark, kind of corrupted area. Obviously, it looks like a pastoral meadow at the moment. I went for a technique that I haven't really done before, which is picking a sunlight direction and shading the build according to that. So I've just done it with the roofs, but as you'll notice, the roofs that are facing this way are much brighter in color than the roofs that are facing that way. And I've just done that to add a kind of realism there. And I think it works okay. Still not sure about the acacia on this side, but I think it looks good with the shaders. I just think if I turn them off, it probably looks a little like maybe too contrasting. I'm not sure. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this episode. Thank you ever so much for watching. Take it easy. And as always, peace.